Hi, today I would like to quickly go through how to set up a PikaPage using PikaPage Smart Tournament. Basically, the objective is to create the data that is needed to to upload them into a PikaPage like this. Okay, so we have if you have downloaded this Excel template, basically, there are only a few steps. Okay, I have written the fairly detailed instruction in the home page here. Basically, there are only a few steps. First, you need to set up the teams and set up the groups, and then during the matches, you want to enter the results in the group stage, and you want to enter the results in the semi-final stage, and then at any time after every match, you can actually publish the results to PikaPage so that everyone gets to see everything on their phone. Okay, so just really quickly, I want to go through a few steps. First of all, when you have your teams, you can enter the team names, and we really suggest you to use a team code. 3 letters, 4 letters, 5 letters, doesn't matter, as long as it is easy for your participants to understand. So I've already typed it in here. Like in this example, we have 8 teams. Okay, and then we want to set up the group stage. Okay, now we have 8 teams, and we want to separate them into 2 groups. So we type two group names here, and we click save. Okay. Here at this point of time, you can only use rules to decide on the round robin stage by the standard 3 points for winning, no points for losing, and 1 point for draw. The next thing to do is to go to each group. Now, in this template, we allow up to 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in this example, I've already done some tests, so I can delete some of the results here. First, what we need to do is to enter the team codes in this space. Okay, and then this is actually the page where you will first of all plan the round robin stage for Group A, which team is to play against which team. Okay, and then you just type it in like you normally would. So we have 4 teams, therefore we have 6 games, so that they will play against each other. And then in here, you will be entering the score of each match when you have them. Okay, so now I've entered some of them. Basically, the idea is whenever you have a new result, basically the idea is whenever you have a new result, you enter the score here, say 3 and 5, and then you click update, and then the group table will be updated for you. How many games played, how many points each team has. By the time you have all the scores entered, when you click update, it will also calculate the ranking for you. Okay, but sometimes you want to override it for whatever reason, then you can also do it. Just type over the ranking, and then the program will follow whatever it is here to determine who goes to the next stage or not. Okay, same thing for group B. If you have group C, group D, you can type it in here as well. Okay. Okay, after you have set up your group stage matches, you would now want to set up your semi-finals and finals matches. So now we go to this page, semi and finals. Click and do it. It's really simple. Okay, let's say in this particular example, we want to have quarterfinals, and then we have classification for the 5th and up to the 8th. We want to have semi-finals, which will be after the quarterfinals, and then we will have the final matches for gold, bronze, etc. Okay. Now the idea is there are 2 different types of rules. We call them rules, which you allow your teams from the group stage to proceed to the semi or quarterfinal stage. Okay, it's really simple. If you look at it, you already know how to do it. Okay, basically you just type in plain English. You want quarterfinal 2 to be between the 3rd of Group A and the 2nd of Group B. So what you do is just type in English. Let's say I want to change it to to second of group A versus second of group B. Okay, you just type it in like this, and the system will then recognize this, and then it will extract and it will find out from the group stage which team is the second of group A, and then it will put it into the team code into here, and then it will find out who is the second of group B and put it into the team code into the cell here. So everything will be done for you automatically, as long as you enter the codes correctly. Okay. So this is one type of rule. Okay, the position of a team in a particular group. And the second type of rule is like this. Okay, sometimes you want the loser of a game to play against the loser of another game. So you type L of quarterfinal one. You want the loser of the quarterfinal one, the loser of this match, to play against the loser of this match in here in the CM1 match. Okay. Notice that in the match code, we want you to always have a match code of 4 letters. It can be anything. Okay. So basically, you type L of QF1, or you even type loser. Doesn't matter as long as it starts with L. Okay, it means losing. Okay, the losing team will play against the other losing team. Okay. So and then of course you have the winning teams playing against the other winning team. Then it's something like this. You will be able to create a tournament fixtures that is whatever way you like. I think it was 99% of situations in a team match kind of tournament. Okay. So and also I have if you want to type in things that is a non-match into the calendar, into your timetable, you can also do this with starting with an asterisk. Okay, it can be anything: lunch, dinner, ceremony, and anything you like. Okay, basically the idea is in this page you define the matches that are not a group match. Okay, all the matches that follows a group match. Now with all the preparation done, we can now proceed to planning the actual tournament. We go to the match planner sheet. Okay, the idea is very simple. Now we have a standard kind of timetable or program of the tournament or the league. Okay, if it is a tournament, it's a couple of days. Just type Friday, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and if it's a league, you may want to type the actual date and then perhaps the time as well, because the league may go on for weeks or even months, right? So basically, I have a very easy to understand timetable here. And for each match, when you plan the matches, all you have to do is to type in the match code. Remember, in the group stage, the match codes are like this: A1, A2, A3, A4. Okay, remember this format and type it exactly like that in here. Okay, so I've already typed some of them, and even I have included lunch on Friday, 4 o'clock. And you can also have the flexibility to enter referee names, scorekeepers, any other volunteers. You can type them here. Therefore, they can also have access to their roster right on their phone. If there is a change in the timetable, they will also know. So let me show you how easy it is to generate this timetable. Now I have just typed everything in. I just click refresh. So the program will actually look up relevant information. Let's say B1 is actually Hong Kong B versus NKR. NKR means North Korea. Okay, B1. Okay, Hong Kong B versus NKR. Okay, etc. etc. So it even goes to look up the quarterfinal and semi-final matches. For example, QF1 is first of Group A versus fourth of Group B, which we don't know which team yet because the group stage isn't over yet. Okay, but when it is over, it will actually show you the actual team code here. Okay, so let me demonstrate how easy it is to rearrange the matches, which I think happens a lot. Okay, just for some reason we want B1 to start first instead of A1. B1. I change this to A1. So basically, I swap the two teams. So if you're doing this manually, you have to change everything manually. Right now, just change the team code and then click refresh again. Now the two matches are rearranged as you like. Okay. So if you have time delay, just change the time and publish and send a notification to all your followers, and then they will all know that there is a change. Now let me show you how this will be updated. Quarterfinal matches will be updated when the group is finished. Okay, let's finish. Okay, Group A is actually done. Okay, Group A is actually done, but Group B isn't done yet. Let's put in the score of the last match in Group B, and then click update. Okay, now Group B is also done, meaning we have all the information that is needed to arrive to find out who actually will go to quarterfinal 1. Now we come back to Match Planner and click refresh again. So you see immediately, going back to QF1, actually not just QF1, all the quarterfinals, now we know who is going to play against who. We show the team code as well as the rule itself, so that people know where they have come from. And then of course we will also show the full team name in the PikaPage. Okay, I didn't say this, but this is actually the page that will go to this is actually the sheet of information that will go to PikaPage itself, so that everyone will have a full view of all the updated information. And when the quarterfinal matches is done, you would like to enter the results of these quarterfinal matches in this semis and final page. Okay. Now, if we go back up to QF1, QF2, QF3, QF4, and the team codes are already filled in by the program because we already know who is going to play against who. All you have to do is to enter the score of these matches too. And then go back to Match Planner, and then if I click refresh, you will see the scores being updated here as well, and then you will see that the subsequent matches will also be known who is going to play against who, because these matches will depend on the results of the quarterfinals, right? Click refresh, I get the scores of the quarterfinals updated here, QF1 to QF4, and I also know some of the matches. Okay, the loser of QF1 to QF2, for example. Basically, that is the idea. So one magic button helps you update all of the data. Thank you very much.